Are six-figure salaries and lavish perks really enough to keep millennials in the tech industry? You'd think so, right? But hold up. Seems like there's a twist in the tale. I mean, sure, the perks sound dazzling. The fancy offices, the all expenses paid trips, the gourmet dinners. But peek behind the curtain and you'll find a different story. Burnout, endless deadlines, and a sense of being stuck on a treadmill of never ending projects. Sounds familiar? That's the reality some tech wizards are facing, and it's causing a mass exodus from these seemingly dreamy careers. So, why the escape from the land of six figure salaries? Let's dive in and uncover why millennials are bidding adieu to the glitz and glamour of tech's high paying paradise. For many American workers, the perks showered on tech employees are mind blowing. Picture this: $2,000 for globetrotting, $2,500 yearly for student loans, and a cool $4,000 for new parents. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Think lavish offices, complete with in house spas, gyms, and cafeterias, dishing out top notch meals, all on the house. When the pandemic hit, office perks transformed into home office funds, mental health days, and the golden ticket to work from home forever. In a cutthroat industry vying for top talent, these perks aren't just bait. They're the glue keeping the best minds in the game. Now, let's talk numbers. The perks package alone, a whopping 40 or 50K easily. That's stacked on salaries soaring way above other industries. I'm talking about an average tech salary of $146,000 in 2019, nearly three times more than what most public school workers earn. But here's the kicker: even with these flashy office spaces, fat paychecks, and endless vacation time, a wave of millennials is waving goodbye to their tech gigs. Expectations versus reality. Anyone? Entering the tech scene often means expecting an idyllic work haven, only to collide with the harsh reality of corporate chaos. CNBC dug deep into the minds of those who ditched their plush tech jobs, asking the million-dollar question: why? Beyond the freebies like Hawaii trips and exclusive concerts, the tech industry packs a hefty dose of stress. Here's the twist: those dreamy perks? They start losing their shine. Take unlimited paid time off. It sounds like paradise until you realize most folks take less than they could. And those daily dinners? Well, they're served fashionably late, chaining you to your desk if you want a bite. It's the paradox of perks. They're great, but somehow they end up making you work even more. Tricky, right? Aaron snagged a sought-after spot at Uber as a software engineer back in 2018, fresh off an intense coding bootcamp in San Francisco. Funny thing, I never really imagined landing a gig at Uber or Google. I thought those were reserved for the absolute cream of the crop. Aaron absolutely loved his Uber gig initially, but hey, when you're in an industry all about speed and innovation, things can get relentless. At first, it was fantastic. I was new, soaking up knowledge left and right. But as time rolled on, so did the responsibilities. I ended up feeling a bit stuck, like I was on a never-ending treadmill. Finish one project, dive straight into the next. Then there's Sarah, who worked as a software engineer until December 2020. 8 years in the same building, and she decided it was finally time to call it a day. Her company didn't have the flashy perks of the big tech giants, but it did promise a decent work-life balance. Still, the pressure was on. Burnout wasn't about clocking in endless hours, but about wrapping up one project only to dive headfirst into the next. And guess what? They're not the only ones feeling this way. A survey by Blind in 2018 found that over 50% of tech workers reported experiencing job burnout. Compare that to a 2019 survey of 15,000 physicians. Only 42% of them felt similarly burnt out. And when pandemic hit, it seemed to pour gasoline on that burnout fire. People found themselves working round the clock, morning, evening, Saturdays, it didn't matter. The understanding was, hey, we're giving you the works, great pay, perks, stock options, So in return, we need those extra hours from you. A 2020 survey by Beebind revealed that 68% of tech workers felt even more burned out working from home than they did at the office. And it's not just the day to day pressure, it's also about feeling stuck. A lot of folks weren't seeing the growth they wanted in their tech roles. Learning new skills was a massive motivator for many. A survey showed that 58% would jump ship for a new job offering fresh challenges to tackle. Aaron envisioned a decade down the road. It's the same office, desk, chair, and commute. Life's details change, yet the routine remains. Sarah, seeking growth, discussed new interests in 2019, finding a mismatch with her company's needs. Despite being hired with minimal experience after immigrating, loyalty led her to volunteer after a pandemic downsizing, dedicating 6 months to web development. Claire's journey at Google led to a realization stuck in a tech bubble, lacking diverse experiences. In 2018, she took a 50% pay cut, moving to Belgium as a design consultant, seeking energizing work beyond Google's confines. Entrepreneurs like Morgan exited tech to forge their paths. At Intuit, she noted a blind spot in user personas, prompting her to found Blavity, addressing the neglect of Black audiences, striving for industry diversity. For these trailblazers, it wasn't just about hefty salaries. Aaron, Claire, and Morgan pursued ventures beyond corporate boundaries. Aaron crafted a superior coding boot camp, Freemote, while Claire explored freelance consulting, prioritizing experiences over earnings. Their tales unravel a truth. Fulfillment outweighs hefty paychecks in the quest for a meaningful career. In the fiercely competitive tech industry, retaining top talent is paramount. Exiting employees become magnets for enticing offers to return. Take Google, for instance. They excel at staying connected with former employees. Personally, I had a dedicated recruiter I could reach out to whenever touching base annually, probing about my work and potential return. The persistent recruitment attempts to bring a smile. It's like a game of keep tempting me back. But let's face it, I'm swamped. Would I have left the tech realm if I didn't have a compelling vision or a driving internal purpose? Doubtful. The allure of returning still tempts me, especially if Google offered the specific structure and roles I desire. Who knows? If our paths cross again, I won't be opposed. After a 6-month break, Sarah re-entered tech as a software engineering manager in a company connecting customers with insurance. Feeling less burnt out? Not exactly. Striving for excellence? I put in extra hours, but it's never expected. In fact, my manager urged me to ease up, aiming for the long haul without burnout. Stress isn't exclusive to tech. 52% of workers in various sectors reported burnout in a 2021 survey. However, the recent constraints have provided young tech professionals with introspective time. Transitioning to roles with fewer perks and differing incomes used to seem daunting. Yet, being distanced for a year has eased this shift. Aaron suggests tech folks contemplating quitting consider the risk. Your tech skills are inherently valuable. You can always make a comeback. For the finale, let's wrap this tech tale with a question buzzing in our minds. What's your take on this tech exodus? Are the perks truly worth it? Or is there a deeper craving for something more fulfilling? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences and insights on this hot topic. And hey, if you found this discussion eye-opening or relatable, give that like button a gentle tap to show some love. For more deep dives into career narratives and insights, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You wouldn't want to miss out on our upcoming explorations into the world of work and beyond. Remember, your career journey is yours to navigate. Sometimes it's about the journey itself, not just the paycheck. Thanks for joining in this thought-provoking conversation. Until next time, stay curious and keep thriving.